Okay, gentlemen, I took the clamps off and I ran, the pins were sticking out. So what I did is I ran it over my belt sander and I made it all nice and flush. As you can see, hopefully this will come out. You can see the designs. Then you're going to see the wood grain. Of course, that will change as I sand down the handle. See that? Now, what really helps in this operation is having a belt sander like this and a flat sander, because I was able to run the knife right along that edge right there and sand this down smooth and use this. This thing's like $30–40 Harbor Freight. You can do it all by hand, but it's not advisable. I mean, I could do all this with a file if I had to and some sandpaper, but it'd be awful tough and a whole lot of work. The other thing you're going to want is a bench grinder. I just take the grinding stone and I just run the knife over that grinding stone, and that's how I remove all the excess wood from around the blade. And then I go back onto the belt sander and then to the Dremel tool. Well, y'all, inside my garage it is currently 97.5 degrees. Oh joy. I need damn air conditioning. Okay, I'm going to remove some extra material. As you tell, guys, this is the labor-intensive part. Now, guys, I do want to remind you, you're working with moving machinery and a sharp blade, so cover the blade. I mean, this is an accident waiting to happen. I mean, you're doing this and it catches it wrong. You can basically kill yourself in one shot making a knife. So you need to be careful. I know I joke around about it, but be honest with you, wear some eye protection and make sure that you cover that blade. You know, this isn't toys you're making. Moving equipment and sharp metal objects do not mix. Now, to move maximum material very quickly, grinder. Helps if I plug it in. Okay, let's try this again. The bigger the grinder, the better, because you can remove more material that way. Not sure if you can see this. But basically, y'all, this is it. You just grind all the excess wood off down to the shape of the blade. Then at that point we will get to it with the Dremel tool. So I'm not going to show all that because it's basically just boring. The other way you can remove excess wood a little faster is get a rasp like this. And of course, this is a lot more work. So if you got a bandsaw, try to cut as much excess wood away with your bandsaw to the shape of your blade. Okay, let me get after this to get my basic shape. Nothing like working in 100-degree heat in the garage. Amazing. Well, at least I'll lose some water weight. Okay, y'all, I ground the handle down, as you can see. I got the rough shape now. Now the handles match the blade. Now, if you have a bandsaw or access to a bandsaw, I strongly recommend using the bandsaw to take the excess wood off. I don't have a bandsaw, but that makes it a whole lot easier, believe me. Now all we have to do is shape the handle. So I'm going to start out on this belt sander, and then I'll move to a Dremel tool to get the final handle shape. Okay, y'all, I have the rough shape from the belt sander. As you can tell, I could leave it right there, but now I'm going to take the Dremel tool and I'm going to further refine the edges and clean up, like in here, the hard to reach spots, and bring it down to exactly where I want it. Now you want to make sure that each side is a match set, so you got to kind of look at it and do the eyeball thing and see how your angles are and where you need to remove material. So, but that's so far so good right there. Okay, y'all, final shaping and material removal is with the Dremel tool. Now the Dremel tool is where you take off all the little ridges and make everything matched. And you want to get everything real smooth, you know, so there's no, high ridges or anything like that. So that each side looks the same, has the same slope, angle, fits your hand. You know, I could grind this out and put a finger groove in there or something like that. Okay guys, I don't know if you can really see this or not, but I have the handle where I want it. So now what I'm going to do is sand it for about 30 minutes. Just go all over this knife with 220 grit. Then I'm going to move to 600 grit. Then I'm going to hit this handle with tung oil. And I'm going to do each one, I'm going to sand it probably for about 30 minutes with each, with 220 and then 600. And then we're going to see how it looks when I put the tung oil.